What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? Anyway, let me just tell y'all something, girl. I was gonna come on here and I didn't know what I was gonna talk about, but I knew I wanted to talk about something, and I just remembered what it was, and that's why I'm here. Okay, but baby, you ever had one of those moments where you just come home and you just do nothing. Like, you don't turn the TV on, you don't do nothing. Like, girl, I came home, went in my room to put my stuff up, sat on the bed for a second, and then come out that room for the past hour and a half. You wanna know what I was doing? I was just laying up in the bed scrolling on my phone. Girl, I mean, I just got distracted real quick, okay? But anyway, let's just have a little chit chat. Let's have a little chit chat. Okay, so listen. Let's talk about Martha Stewart's. Girl, I still can't get it right. Summer House, okay? Martha's Vineyard. Episode 2 and episode 3 and episode 4, okay? Now let's just, and I ain't even got much to say about that. I'm just gonna say, it's really messed up how they're doing this show in a sense of, I don't know how the original Summer House was. Did they bring other people in, or is this just the formula that they're doing for Martha's Vineyard for the black one? Okay, because it's like now you got people leaving, people coming in, and it's like, I know we're only 4 episodes in, but we barely even got to know, the original who came there first. You know what I'm saying? Before y'all bringing in other people. And it's like, so is that what it's going to be given? Like, it's only a 15-day stay or whatever. And I think we on day 6 or something like that. And we got 2 more people that came in there. We got 2 people that left. And it's a little crazy, okay? I will say that for the most part, most of the people on the show is not likable. I will say that Preston is likable to the point that Preston don't really stay in any drama. And I'm kind of upset, not necessarily upset, but I'm annoyed that Preston don't get as much screen time as everybody else, okay? We really don't know anything about Preston besides the fact that Preston is an alpha and, Alpha Phi Alpha. And he's gay. That's it. I want to know his backstory. Like, we know Amir's backstory. We know the fact that Amir, he didn't grow up around a lot of black folks. He's just now getting in touch to his black side. He's half black, he's half Lebanese and all of that, and we talked, he even had a little cry session in the last episode where he was talking about, how family is close to him and all this stuff, and, all of the mess that's going on, and it's important to him, and woo, woo, woo. We get, we know about Mariah. She was in Playboy. She wrote for Playboy. She's a party girl. She did this, not Mariah, but Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And we even know about Mariah too. At the time, we know that, she and Jasmine were really, really good friends. She's and Jasmine probably were friends the longest. They went through a lot, you know what I'm saying? And you would have thought that they would have been the closest in the house. And at one point they were, until she got kicked out. And we'll talk about that in a second. But, we know that she got down on some hard times, Jasmine tricked her ass to come out there and live with her, only for them to be living in the car together. Let me tell you something, that's a strong friendship right there for that moment, okay? Because ain't no way in hell I would have said, deuces, bitch, I can take care of myself, okay? You the one that need this. How come we can't go in on trying to get an apartment? I don't care if it was a studio. But y'all know in this day and age, have y'all seen the pricing for them studios and stuff? Studio apartments back in the day when I was younger, studio apartments probably used to cost like $400, maybe $500, maybe $600. Okay, baby, today they over $1,000. That's like a 1-bedroom. You would think you're getting a 1-bedroom with a bathroom and a half bath. You know what I'm saying? A full bathroom and a half bath for a 1-bedroom that cost $1,000. Baby, no, that's for a studio. If that, okay? I'm sitting here like, girl, that is expensive, But you got that going on. She got a 7-year-old son. We talked about that. We know about Silas' background being Liberian, coming over here, getting into the military during the pandemic, and meeting up with Jasmine when they came down there to the Vineyard years ago. Wound up getting married during the pandemic and all this stuff. Woo, 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 woo. We even know stuff about Bria, being with this dude or whatever. Girl, fuck that bitch. Okay, I want to know more, and even Nick. All right, we got Nick background, we got everybody background, but we don't really know much about Preston. And for some reason, maybe because he's the less messy one, I want to know about Preston. Okay, Alex is cool, but I feel like Alex is putting on a facade. Something about Alex he's not a bad guy, but I just feel like he trying to make himself seem like this Zen type of person, on screen. And I know people who are friends with him. I don't know him personally, but I've heard them discuss him, and given how they are, it's just like, are you really this person or whatever? But it is what it is. And I'm just like, but I have no problems with him because he doesn't keep up any issues or whatever. Getting into the episodes, like episode 3 really bothered me. Mariah had that mask thing, okay? Y'all remember, I think it was in episode 2 or whatever. Mariah had that mask under the moon and all that stuff, and they was real disrespectful in the sense that nobody was really trying to hear what she had to say, regardless of the fact that y'all was outside and it was cold as shit. Okay, it was cold as hell, and it was after a night of being out. Understandable, but at least make it seem like you're interested and respect what she has to say, because we supposed to be friends, right? Just give everybody a chance. She felt disrespected, and she kind of was, because they really wasn't trying to hear what she had to say, so she was in her feelings about the whole thing. And we get into the whole doggy gate part 2 when Bria's dog stuff was being washed in all of the regular people clothes, regular human clothes, okay? And that's a no-no. I don't even have animals. I don't have a pet, but I would have known myself not to put, dog materials or animal materials and stuff with regular everyday clothes or things that I have to use around the house. No, you separate those. That's just common sense for me. And I would think for anybody else, you know what I'm saying? Girl, they get into it a little bit. She wind up nudging her a little bit, like she got in her face, nudged her a little bit. And when I say nudged her a little bit, okay? Like she wasn't finna beat that girl ass or nothing, but she was a little heated, okay? Because at this point in time, I feel like I have to stop doing this, but sometimes I just feel necessary that I can't. I be excusing a lot of stuff, but it's just because the person that is done to, I just can't stand them. And at this point in time, and I can call myself out on that. Did Mariah need to put her hands on Bria in any type of way? No, but did she beat the bitch ass? Did she push her down? Did she push her into a wall? Did she leave a mark on her? Did she, no, she didn't do all of that. And truth be told, I feel like she didn't do that. She needed to do more. If the outcome was gonna be what it was, you should have just went on ahead and punched that bitch. And I'm sorry, I can't advocate for violence, but if you gonna put me out for something that really was an offensive thing, you know what I'm saying? And not because somebody throwing a tantrum, and that's exactly what Bria did. But come to find out, when that whole situation went down with Phil and him being disrespectful to everybody and they making a vote to get him out the house, here go Bria. Well, if you want to get him out the house, since he was all up in people's face and doing this or whatever, then you should put her out the house too, because she put her hands on me. When they went out, she was pouting that whole time about it because nobody was really saying anything about it. What did you want people to do? We out at dinner. We out at the club. And so what if she comes out to the club? She ain't started nothing with nobody. So you just mind your business, enjoy yourself, and then y'all handle it the next day. That's what it is. And truth be told, that situation probably could have been handled if, they didn't do it the way that they did it. Talking about Mariah had to leave and then getting mad at Jasmine, and then Jasmine had to go over there and tell her, and then Jasmine, you acting like you were so hurt that you had to tell Mariah that she had to go because they voted for her to go. And my whole thing is, this is your trip. This is a thing that you put together. So I would have been like, bitch, this is my goddamn thing. I put this together and I'm making the rules. If I want my friend to stay, I want my friend to stay. You know, you started it and it is what it is, okay? That's what I would have did. I would have put my foot down. Phil and Mariah's situation totally different, okay? Mariah and Bria's situation happened off of a misunderstanding. And see, this is where Amir, baby, bring your ass up in here. You a bitch too, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know, I actually like you, but at the same time, I feel like you a little bitchy, okay? You a little punk, okay? Because you literally started this whole thing by not speaking up. You had plenty of opportunity to speak up, regardless of if them girls was going at it once it died down, or you could have still been like, whoa, 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 why y'all going at it? I'm the one that accidentally put the clothes up in the thing. It wasn't Bria, my bad. And I'm pretty sure Mariah would have been like, well, my bad. Because Mariah looked like the type of person that'll take accountability, right? She just gives me that feeling. She gives me mature. She gives me like she was more mature at certain points than a lot of the other women that was in the house. You know what I'm saying? But no, Amir, you wait until after they done kicked her out and she leaves to say that you feel bad because you the one that did it. It wasn't Bria who put the dog clothes in there. It was you. And my thing is, you had prime opportunity. Even if you couldn't say anything when they was actually going at it, you could have said something when you went over there and you was talking to Bria in the restaurant when she was pouting, okay? And you could have said something also when you came home. You could have said something when they was talking about the voting to get her out, Mariah out. But no, you decided to keep quiet and not say nothing until afterwards. And then when I believe people found out about it, if they found out about it, nobody did anything. Nobody was like, well, shit, we should get Mariah back up in here and let her say her story, tell her what's going on. So, you know, we can see if we can have a little conversation or anything like that. Jasmine, I think you're a fake friend. I really do feel like you're a fake friend, because even if that's what y'all felt like y'all needed to do to her, I wouldn't have kicked my friend out. I wouldn't have kicked my friend out. I probably would have said, you needed this the most. You got a 7-year-old child. You a single mother. You out here working, trying to pay the bills. I would have been like, no, girl, you stay up in the pool house. Fuck them other people. You stay up in the pool house or whatever way you been. And, you know, you kick it, you rest, you enjoy yourself. That's just what I would have did. Some people probably agree with what was going down and her being kicked out and all that stuff. But this goes to show that them people ain't really real friends. Because, Jasmine, you cried and made it seem like it was so hard to tell you that I need to go. And then as soon as she left, bitch, you dragged them tears up and you was up in there kicking it with everybody else like ain't nothing happened. And nobody was worried about her. That's what bothered me. Nobody got up to see her out. The only person that actually went to talk to her before she left was Jasmine, which was a given. And the only reason why they wanted her to do that was because, you know, they look at Jasmine as the ringleader of the house. And that bothered me and made me the most mad. That made me the most mad. No one went out there and checked up on her. It's a difference between what happened between Phil and what happened with Mariah. Phil was disrespectful as shit to everybody. No one liked him. No one knew him besides Bria. So therefore, who gives a damn? You get in the car. We wasn't there when you came. So therefore, we don't need to be there to see you all. Just go, you know. But Mariah was there from the beginning. Mariah is Jasmine's best friend, one of her best friends. Okay, and she's cool with all of y'all, and none of y'all could come out there and check on her. Like, man, y'all, like, damn, something could have happened. You could have. Like, I don't know. It just felt really, it felt really icky. And I just did not like it. I really was not feeling it at all. And I just thought it was really fake. And if I was Mariah and I'm sitting back and I'm looking at this rerun, I just would not be friends with them no more. I could not be friends with them anymore. The relationship with Jasmine, I just would have to put that shit on pause. Now, in a second, in this other, situation, that Shanice girl, that girl, they said, you know, Alex was trying to say he ain't want to fuck with you because, you know, he found out some stuff about you and how you did your ex and all that stuff, and you was calling him so much and you was crazy and doing a whole bunch of shit. You trying to say that, he was lying and he was exaggerating stuff. Baby, we saw the stuff. We saw it. They said the actor from Insecure, just look up actor from Insecure and Shanice. Oh, all of it comes out, okay? I said, he ain't make that shit up, baby. You seem like the type that'll probably go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And my whole thing is this. Why is it that y'all are there and y'all living together and there's certain people in the house wanting y'all to hook up? Jasmine want people to hook up. Other people, as soon as y'all come in, this is what y'all do. Y'all go to this summer house just so y'all can hook up with each other. That's whack, okay? Baby, I don't want to hook up with somebody that's going to be in the house right then and there. And I know I ain't got feelings like that. I just want some pussy. I just want some dick. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to see them the next morning and them get the wrong ideas and make my whole stay comfortable. Bitch, I'm getting outside pussy. What you talking about, okay? Like, that's the whole fun of it. That's the whole fun of it, and I am so tired of Silas and Jasmine fucking. They gave us 2 sex scenes, and I'm just tired of the noise, okay? I am tired of them seeing them humping like rabbits. I said, damn, Silas, you really trying to bust that nut? I said, y'all don't make love, y'all just fuck, okay? Because love is passionate. It's a difference, bitch. It is a difference. Ooh. Took me back. Anyway, let me come back to present. Because ain't none of that shit happening over here. Oh, fuck. Anyway, but, I was just like, ugh. And then when it comes to Bria, let's just talk about Bria. Wait a minute. Jasmine, okay, Phil goes. He was barely there for a day. Wasn't even there for a whole day. Phil leaves. Mariah leaves. And now Jasmine bringing in 2 of her friends. Shanice, she has to leave because she has to go to work. So she comes back on a weekend because she works actually Monday through Friday. She's off on the weekends. And so she kick it with them on the weekends since they there. Okay, cool, whatever, do what you gotta do. But at the same time, it's just like, truthfully, they're a little boring to me. Like, y'all ain't doing shit in this house, okay? Let's be 100% honest. The most exciting thing that they did this whole time is going to fishing, all right? And they cooking the fish. Bitch, I would have fun because my granddaddy used to take us fishing all the time. You know what I'm saying? Whoosh, I got a big one. Bitch, that would have been us. That would have been us. I know how to bake the hook. I know how to do all of that. Put the hook on the screen. Girl. I'm a nature girl, okay? Like, yeah, my granddaddy, because he a country nigga. He said he a country nigga in a city, all right? So he be out there. He be telling us what's good and showing us. Like, he used to take us to the forest reserve, all that. We used to go to Wolf Lake. We used to go, it's a place out here, I don't know if y'all heard about it, but it's called the Little Red Schoolhouse. It's one of like the oldest schoolhouses that ever was opened out in Illinois, right? And it's literally a little red schoolhouse. It's so it's so cute. I hope they still got it. It's like a historical site. And we used to go out there all the time, Granddaddy used to do some shit. It was cool. We had a nice, that's back in the day when kids actually played out in nature instead of just being at home on the phone and on the games and stuff. Yeah. But you got that, okay? And then, you got her bringing in this guy named Jason. I think his name is Jason. Now, when I first saw him on the preview, I thought he was gay. And I know, gay don't have a look, but sometimes it does, okay? And I've even said that myself, but looks can be deceiving, okay? You have some feminine-looking straight men and some masculine-looking gay men. Very, very masculine gay men that you wouldn't think is gay. So, of course, it doesn't have a look, but at the same time, I thought he was gay. My gaydar went off, but he said he's straight. And this is going to cause some issues because he's one of Jasmine's best male friends, and we already know Silas has an issue with that. Silas had an issue with the fact that Jordan and her said they finna go out, and he was like, y'all go out, but you don't accept no drink from nobody. If somebody give you a free drink or whatever, you can't accept it. I'm sitting here like, what? First of all, you're not going to be there. Second of all, if I want to accept a drink, I'm going to accept a drink. That don't mean that I got to give that person my number. That don't mean that I got to give them conversation. That don't mean that I got to go home with them. That don't mean I got to get them some nookie in the bathroom. Bitch, if I want to accept the free drink, I'm going to accept the free drink. But if I don't see where it's coming from, I'm not going to accept it. I just want y'all to know. Be careful, okay? Because niggas be putting, niggas and bitches, they be roofing and drinks and stuff like that. And I just want y'all to be careful with these free shit. If you don't see how it's being made, baby, it's probably best you don't take it. But, you know, it's just the way that Silas be trying to act all controlling and, like, you know, you trying to act like you protecting Jasmine or whatever. And it's just coming off as you doing too much and you being insecure as hell. Because at the end of the day, Jasmine and Silas should never get married. Jasmine and Silas should have never got married. And I feel like they just got married because they were bored during the pandemic. They really don't know each other the way that they know each other. They think they do. They needed to get to know each other and be around each other in the real world. And I mean, when I say the real world, be around all of y'all friends. Be around all of y'all friends to see how you really are, to see if this is what you really want to be with. This is who you really want to be with. Because obviously, there are parts about Jasmine that Silas just don't want her to keep on doing. He don't like it. He does not like that he married a party girl. He married a city girl, okay? And he want a housewife, right? She's also very independent, okay? But he wants somebody, it does come off like he wants somebody that he can control. And I hate to do this, but I've seen some he's African, he's Liberian. I've seen some African men who comes off that they want to be the head of the household strictly. They want to have all the control or whatever. And I said some, not all. And I'm only saying this because I witnessed this with the marriage between my own aunt, and she was married to a Nigerian man, and that was a mess. That ended up in a mess. And it's like, and then add on the fact that he's also in the military, you know, army or the military, you know, he's in the armed forces, okay? And so, like, it's just a lie. It just comes off like he wants to control and he wants things the way that he wants it. And Jasmine still be trying to oblige him and take up for him or whatever. But she knows that this is what he be doing. And she try to break away a little bit, but then she'll come right back to him as soon as he says something. And it's just real. It's irritating. It's irritating as hell. And even Nick had to call him out on that. Do you think that you're controlling? That's what people feel like. And he was like, no, I don't. And here go, Silas talk about something. Who do I look like being a married man taking advice from Nick? Now let's get on Nick for a second, bitch. Nick came into the house, and when we first saw him, literally on the first episode, you know, when he saw Jordan, he said he wanted Jordan. He wanted Jordan. Okay, not only did he want Jordan, he was sliding up in Jordan's DMs, commenting on her Instagram story, being flirty with her. He was talking about ain't nothing wrong with being flirty, because you know he got this how he tried to get his women and all this stuff. He wanted Shanice, girl. He wanted every woman up in that house minus Jasmine, because Jasmine is married. That's just it. Come the fuck to find out, Nick said he had a girlfriend. Truth be told, I'm sorry that it had to go here, but bitch, I thought they was gonna say Nick was gay too, because they said he had a secret. One of them Alex already knew the secret about the fact that he allegedly had this girlfriend. And I'm sitting here like, oh, so you knew that he had a secret, because that's how they phrased it. So I'm like, what the big secret is? Is he finna come out and say that he gay? Baby, I feel like a lot of people got, but you know, that's not my business to put out there. That's not my story to tell, right? And he just moved like he, you know, a metrosexual. That's what he felt like. But come to find out, Nick got a girlfriend that he been in a relation with for the past year and a half. And I said, a year and a half. And then gonna say, she just don't like to, she want us to keep our stuff private. So that's why she don't like to, you know, put the relationship and put pictures and stuff on Instagram of us together. But Chad, you want the relationship to be private. You don't want people to know that y'all together, or you don't want to put it on display. Melissa Gorga, you know, on display, don't display. Melissa really thought that she was a singer. Bitch, I wish I would have had a Joe in my life, because when I tell you, Melissa Gorga off of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, when she thought that she was going to be this big stinger, baby, first of all, you want to talk about controlling? Joe didn't want her going into the studio with them niggas. He wanted her to stay. He literally wanted a stay-at-home wife. That's what he wanted. And it got to the point that, you know, he was like, you're not going to be spending hours away from me in the studio with these niggas, okay? And I'm talking about men in general. He just didn't want that. Baby, he built a whole studio in a basement. I mean, state-of-the-art studio in a basement for that bitch. I said, well, shit, daddy, give me something. Because listen, what you need? I built her a whole thing, and it went to waste. It went to waste, girl, because where's Melissa's album? On display. Girl, anyway, you said y'all want to put that shit, y'all ain't want to make y'all stuff public or whatever, but yet you showed us the picture of y'all on national TV. So I guess she approved y'all to use that picture. I guess we public now. Now, Miss Lady, I hope you break up with him, because they had to call his ass out, and he was stuttering, and you could tell that he was lying. He was lying, you know. He was sliding all up in people's DMs, calling Shanice baby, or not baby, but wifey. That's gonna be my wife. That's wifey. That's wife right there. And he trying to lie and say that he didn't say it, you know. And my whole thing is, you are in a whole ass relationship, and this is recent that you was sliding up in the women's DMs, and you came on the show talking about which one you gonna get with, or you trying to get with. You was trying to get with Shanice. Shanice said he wasn't her type. Jordan said he wasn't her type. You was trying to get with both of them, and now all of a sudden you got this girlfriend, even though you was trying to get with both of them on episode 1. I said, child, bitch, break up with his ass, because he is not loyal. Because just if he can be bold enough to do that on TV, just imagine what he been doing. Just imagine what he been doing. You mean to tell me you couldn't tell your friends that you was in a relationship? You couldn't tell your friends that you was in a relationship? Jasmine up here trying to hook up everybody, and come to find out, bitch, you don't need hooking up because you already with somebody. And then when it come out that he with somebody, he go upstairs in his bed, and he up here texting, hey, baby, I miss you. Yeah, baby, I miss you too. I said, sister, fuck weird. Sister, fuck weird. And last but not least, let's get to Bria. I need Bria to get the fuck up off this show. Bria, you're not likable, and you made yourself not likable. And I told y'all, and when I first talked about the first couple of episodes, Bria came off to me as one of those black women who, you know, she could have, it's a possibility that, you know, you don't know where she actually came from, like, you know, her childhood or whatever, but she does give me, and no shade, she gives me the black women or black people who come from nothing, and then all of a sudden they make a success of themselves, or they strive to become successful, and then they change their whole personality so people don't realize that, you know, you did come from nothing. You came from the hood, and you probably came from poverty or whatever, and now you trying to assimilate to certain type of societal standards that you deem acceptable, and you high class, and you only date certain type of people, and she gives off a black woman that only dates white men. And I'm not, no, just white men, okay? Given that her fiance is white, and that's not a problem or whatever, but it's the way that, it's just what she gives off. And I only brought that up too, because it's a trend going on TikTok. Y'all have to, baby, TikTok is the devil, because it's addictive. It's a trend on TikTok of black women coming on that saying, please tell me I do not look like, do I look like I date black men, only date white men? It is so funny, because the majority of them don't, but they do look like it. This is so funny. It's not to be offensive, okay? So please don't take offense. Don't be sensitive. But that's what Bria gives off, okay? And it's like she tries to put on airs, okay? And, you know, this whole Simon situation, he's out of town. He's, I think, in Germany or whatever. And you decide to tell Silas and Jasmine when they was drunk as shit and they was out having a good time that you wanted him to come, and if it'd be cool if he could come for a week or whatever. And of course they said yeah, because they was drunk and they didn't really process it. So now it comes time that you're saying that he's gonna come for a week, and Silas is like, did we need to talk to the house, because did we tell her that he could come for a week? And I feel like, honestly, if you can bring in other people, let's just be clear about this. I don't know what the issue is about. Somebody explain it. Somebody explain it. Now, if she would have prompted this to the group and said it right off the back that her fiance was supposed to come in a week or whatever, or for the last week, and they approved it, that probably would have been okay. But I just don't get the big deal about him coming for a week. They made a whole big deal about this just because it wasn't a couple of days or whatever. But yet, Jasmine is bringing her friends, her guests. She brought in 2 other guests, some other girl and Jason. You bringing them in for the rest of the time, so she can't bring her nigga. Man, I mean, they not saying that she couldn't bring Simon, but it's, I guess, the length of time. But I mean, how long Jason and the other new girl gonna be there? If they only gonna be there for a couple of days, then I mean, I guess that would be fair. But if they gonna be there for the remainder of the days there, I mean, what's the problem? Y'all tell me. But I feel like it's just because they didn't like Bria, and Bria has just burned too many bridges. And Bria needs to understand that you need to be grateful that you're there, because Jasmine had to be convinced to let you come. She didn't really want you to come because she didn't really consider you a friend like that. Okay, you're like a friend of a friend of a friend. And that's the only reason why you're there. You know what I'm saying? And for you to be there, not only do you come and you really wasn't a first choice to come on the immediate list, you show up with a dog without regards of whether or not anybody in the house is allergic or anything like that, okay? And then the whole clothing doggy situation with the dog being all over the place, and that whole situation. Now it's this whole situation with Mariah getting kicked out the house, and you getting pissed off at Shanice because she didn't have your back while you was arguing with Mariah. She left, and I'm sitting here like, girl, get the fuck out of here. You pout, you pout, you pout. So when Silas went up there to talk to you about the whole situation, and you're getting upset and you want to call him, basically calling this black man racist against or prejudice and bigot against this white man, because that's trying to use the race card, reverse that shit and try to use the race card on him and say, basically, you don't want him to be here because he's white. And I'm sitting here like, I never got that, and nobody else got that. And the fact that you would instantly go to that says more about your insecurities, and that just says something more about how you feel, okay? The whole situation. And then she was also mad at him because, she tried to flip it and say that Silas had said earlier that he wants black women with black men. He said literally, and they played the tape back when they was in the car, he said he thinks that black women, they deserve to be with somebody that they love or whatever. Preferably, in his opinion, he would prefer them to be with a black man, but with someone black. But if it's anybody else, he doesn't care. He just wants them to have love. He wants them to experience love, okay? So that's not saying, I don't want a black woman to be with a white man, or this person, they just got to always be with black. He said he would prefer that, but if they can't find that and they end up with somebody else, he don't have a problem with it. A lot of us feel that way. Honestly, I feel that way. My partner gonna be black, okay? And if you have something to say about it, that's on you. I love black people. I want a black partner. All my partners have been black women. So there's that. Even my niggas, they been black. I had niggas back in the day, for those that don't know. Anyway, that's another discussion for another day. Yeah. And that's basically what he's saying. Like, a lot of us hold those ideals, even if you don't want to admit it. We would rather see people, we like to see black love. We black, we like to see black love. We like to see black couples. But there are some people that say, I want to see a black person with another black person, and that's it. Fuck the exceptions and all that stuff. You get those Dr. Umar type of niggas. You get them Hotep ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? You get them Kevin Samuel type of niggas, you know? But then you got people that says, I like to see black couples with, you know, black love, and a black man with a black woman, or a black lesbian with a black lesbian, black gay with a black gay, all that. You know what I'm saying? You like to see black on black, but if that's not what it is, that's fine too. Because as long as they in love and they happy and they're being treated right, I have no problem with it. I don't give a damn who you date. And that's what Silas was trying to say. And that's how I interpret it. Some people may interpret it different, but Bria tried to manipulate that whole situation and turn it into a race thing, okay? To bring it up at that time, to try to make it seem like, you know, you don't want that man there just because he white and all that shit. And Silas pulled his card. She's manipulative as fuck. And the way that he was trying to say manipulative, this shit was funny. Because earlier he had mispronounced another word. But I just chalk it up to the fact that, you know, he's Liberian, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if English was his, is English let me shut up. Because I was looking at this video, and this girl said, you know, I talked to this Irish person and said, was it on Real Housewives of New Jersey? It was like, do y'all know how to speak? How did you learn English? Yeah, when they went to Ireland to meet Paul's family, and with Dolores, what did they gonna say? So how did y'all you learn English really well or something like that? It was like, bitch, asked him how long did it take him to speak English? I said, what the fuck? Oh my God, people are so dumb sometimes, but yeah, and I was just like, and then, you know, she went up there into the room and she packing and all this stuff. I'm gonna go home. And that's another tactic of hers. She's pouting, she's throwing a hissy fit, a tantrum, and she's being a spoiled brat so that somebody can come up there and be like, oh, what's going on, what's happening, and all this stuff. No, please don't go. She did the same thing when she got into it with Mariah, and she was acting like a Debbie Downer in the restaurant. And Amir and Shanice had to come over there and to basically boost her head back up. I don't like people like that, okay? You are manipulating the situation. And then this is why I said I like Preston. Because then Jasmine came over there, and that's how the episode ended, because Jasmine looked like she was about to be up in Bria's ass. I'm like, bitch, you could get out, because that's my motherfucking husband. Because she just kept on saying, and you're controlling, and you're controlling. And see, what made me mad about that whole situation, Silas got her ass, and Bria got his ass too. You are manipulating, okay? You manipulate the whole situations all the time. And Silas, you are controlling, okay? Preston, on Twitter, somebody had found his Twitter and saw his tweets and was like, two things can be true at the same time, okay? Yes, Bria is manipulative. And yes, Silas is controlling. And then Jasmine said, that's your frat brother? And he said, yes. Correct. And she was like, got it. Okay. You know, like, put thumbs up. And my whole thing is, and I hated that she did that, because this is what I'm talking about. You know what people are saying. And if a lot of people are saying it, that means they see something. And I'm not understanding, she sees it. She knows it. She just don't want to confront it, because she don't want to say, oh, y'all was right. You know, she living in denial. She one of those people. It's like, she likes the idea of being married, but I don't know. It's weird. But then to call your friend out and to say, but that's your frat, right? So the fuck what? That's the problem these days as it is. Y'all get into these organizations and stuff, and y'all act like y'all not supposed to hold each other accountable. That man can hold him accountable and say, yes, you are fucking controlling. I don't give a damn if you my frat. I don't give a damn if you my friend or whatever. Baby, that's what you're supposed to do. And especially if you're friends and you can talk to each other. Just because we in the same frat and we fraternity brothers and all that shit, just because we friends don't mean that I ain't supposed to call you out on your bull. That ain't real friendship. That ain't a real brotherhood. That organization ain't real if we gonna be having each other back and hiding each other's bullshit. No, no. So for Jasmine, you just made yourself look stupid as hell for doing that, okay? And I need y'all to stop making this fraternity shit a fucking personality. And it's no shade to the Greek organizations and the Greek people that follow me, because some of y'all, the ones that's probably following me, y'all probably got sense. Y'all probably got lives outside of y'all fraternity. Bitch, I really wanted to be either AKA or Delta. My friend said, bitch, you probably would have been better as a Delta. And as I look at it, I think I would have, because bitch, I ain't wearing no, I ain't dressing up and doing all that with the pearls and stuff. I was about to do something, but I don't want y'all up in my ass or whatever, because y'all like a gang, bitch. I'm like, them AKAs are dangerous. I'm like, God damn. Bitch, you put on salmon pink and you put on fucking apple candy green, and next thing you know, is you AKA? No. Then why you with them colors? Because bitch, I want to. The fuck? Bitch, every black person is not up in no damn fraternity or know nothing about or give a damn about no goddamn Divine Nine. Now, bitch, I know my history on it. Do you? Do you? Okay, like, come on. I don't know how it came into that. You know, I'm not trying to disrespect you, but I'm just saying sometimes y'all do a little too much. Do a little too much. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this show so far. Who do you like, if you like, okay? I think I don't want the show to, like, this be the only season. I would like it to come back for another season and maybe see if it's the same cast, see if they learn from things and change some things around. You know, I'll give them a second season. You know, maybe clean a slate, probably get me to be on your side. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me how y'all feel so far. I mean, only 4 episodes in. How many episodes is it supposed to be? Put that down in the comments if you know. And I'll see you guys later. I'll see y'all asses tomorrow. I'm about to do another video. It's going to be quick. And I always say it's going to be quick. So I expect it to be like 20, 30 minutes. I just finna roll out some content because I just want to talk. I'll see y'all later. Peace.